Hey guys, this is Chris, the lower, slower board gamer, and I thought that I would, at the behest of a couple of YouTubers, one tuber to be, hopefully, we're going to have a gameplay of Hadrian's Wall by Renegade Games, designed by Bobby Hill. um, Last night, IDJ, or night before, said he had Hadrian's Wall. He was going to learn how to play it. He hadn't even taken it out of the shrink yet. So I was like, I can make a video for him because I've only played 6 games. It's very intuitive. I learned by watching Rodney Smith's rules and then a couple of playthroughs to see the order of play, kind of the flow, what you're looking for. And hopefully this will provide that for him and also for SILVERFEARS. He rented it from his public library, and I was like, guess what? I was planning on doing this today, so I'm definitely doing it today. So that way, hopefully, I can show 2 guys how to play Hadrian's Wall, and you as well, if you're interested in this game. It is a roll. It's actually a flip and write. It's a verb and verb, if you want to call it that. And it's very simple. You're going to be looking for various things, and let me fix one thing here real quick because I might want to use this. Maybe. But you're going to be looking for various combinations. You're going to have workers, and you're going to be placing them in various places on the board. I'm going to explain some rules as you go. But really, I'll put the link in the doobly-doo for Rodney Smith's Watch It Played video. I mean, it lays everything out perfectly. It really does. So we'll explain some rules as we go. But you're going to have your... this is going to be where you're going to put your year cards. The game is broken down into 6 rounds or years. And you're going to select some from this pile right here. You're going to select 2, and you're going to take 1 as an end-of-game goal, and the second is extra supplies, resources, workers that you're going to get during the game. So let's not have any issues. Let's just do this. So we're going to flip a fate card, and this will give us our opening resources for year 1. So we're going to have 1 soldier. We're going to have 3 builders, indicated by the colors. We're going to have 1 servant. We're going to have 1 citizen. And we're going to start with 2 resources. Others that you get to start the game are going to be noted here. Resource production. For each of these filled in, you're going to get 1 stone per each year. So we do have, you get a free one to start with, so you get another one of those. And as you build buildings, you get a citizen for each year. If you build this one, then you'll get 1 each year. If you build the second one, the larger one, you get 2 each year. Also of note, and let me do something real quick here. Because I'm prepared. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do... What do I want to do? I think I want to do that. Nope. I want to do that. Okay. So that way I can show you guys some stuff as I need to. You're going to see right here, a little better, I suppose. Let's make it bigger. That way you can really see it better. You're going to see right there, resource production. As you get resource production, you'll color these in, and then the following year you'll get more of the resources. As you build these buildings, now you're going to see small hotel, large hotel. You're going to notice small granary, medium granary, and large granary. This dictates the size of the buildings that you can build. It also dictates the portions of the fort and the fort wall that you can fill out before you have to build the next size granary to go into the next one. You'll also notice that the board is split up into 3 sections. So you have to go do this to go into the next section, do this to go into the next section. And these numbers along here correspond with these building numbers, and when you reach them, you can build 5, 6, 7, 8. You can build those buildings as you improve your fort. That's enough of that setup. Let's go ahead and get this into the game and stuff. Yeah, I'll put that right there. Move that out of the way. Alrighty. So that being said, let's play some Hadrian's Wall. So the first turn we've taken our opening workers and resources. You're going to have whatever color you're going to be. Take your deck, and it's 12 cards, so there's going to be 2 for each turn. You're going to draw 2 of these. One of them you're going to have as an end of round goal, and the other you are going to have as additional resources at the start of the turn. Constructed landmarks. You have your attributes down here, and as they get over to 15, you can build these landmarks here, which give you further steps up the attribute tracks, but in this case, it can also give you victory points. So I think I'm going to take that. Not to mention, the other one gives me 2 servants, and I only have 1 to start, so let's go ahead and do that. So I'll set that there so I know that that's been used. I'll get my 2 moss servants, place them there, and then you have another deck handy for the solo game, so that way you can trade with the other player. And I normally don't do it. I kind of whip right through it, but I will show you how to do it on this playthrough, so that way you can decide if it is something that you want to do. And it's a mirror image of this deck. But what you do with this one is you can either take the scouting shapes, which can be used here to get extra resources, or you can take the extra values here if you want to fill your market up. And you do 2 of those each turn. Got our opening resources. Let's go with year 1. First thing I always like to do, and all of the points are here. This is the goal of your game right here. You need to have your attribute tracks because these are your points. And for each space that is filled up, you get points. So this is all the points you're going to score at the end of the game. So you need to get these filled up. And we'll show you how to do that. Also path cards, which are these. These are going to be your path cards, and the victory points are what things you have achieved during the game. And then you also lose points for disdain, and we'll show you how disdain happens because it always does. But you want to try to minimize that. Okay, so first, what do? Well, the first thing I always do is get to working on the fort. Use pencil. Don't do as I do, do as I say. Use a pencil because you might want to erase something and do something different. For purposes of the video, I'm using a gel pen. So I've spent a builder, and here it tells you what you can spend. A builder or a soldier to increase the fort. Resources in order to increase the wall or the sippy. Soldiers only to increase the wall guard, which give you cohorts, which makes us stronger and resists attacks, which is indicated here. We'll show that later. You can use your servants to go along the top here and get resource production and a resource at different intervals. And various places you can build things using different combinations of soldiers, builders, servants, and resources. Okay, so I've done that. I've spent that, so I'm going to go ahead and fill this in. Boomity, boomity, boom. One thing I like to do, I like to get the small precincts up, so that way I can get production and also resources. And I also like to get the theater up so you can bump your attribute tracks and also get different workers and different things there as well. So what I want to do on this, I need to get some citizens. Well, first let's take the soldier, and we will put him on the wall guard, and we will fill in this red shield, which is a cohort, and we'll put it in the middle. And as the cards come out, the arrows are going to indicate which cohort they're going to attack, and as long as you have enough cohorts in enough units in that cohort, then it repels it and you get all of the reward. If not, yeah, you get some disdain. So we've done that. I would like to get, let's see, we'll spend a resource on the wall. That gives us a builder right away, because there was a builder in that square. You get that reward. And you try to find combos in this game that get you a lot of stuff doing one thing. And you'll see one or two of those, I'm sure. Is there another way to get citizens? That's not a good citizen start. It really isn't. It's not a good citizen start. Well, I only need one for the theater, because this is going to tell you how much progression on the theater citizen track you need, and that starts at a 1. 3, I'll show you that closer since we're getting ready to do it. Da. You're going to see your citizen track is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 along the bottom of it, which shows you how far up the track you've progressed. And then that allows you to do these things. If you've progressed up to 1, you may build this, get a renown, use this cost, and then you can spend 1 resource, and we're going to show you how to do that right now. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and take a citizen, and we are going to progress up the performers chart track, and in doing that, it gives me a builder. So I'll put that over here, and now, having done that, theater, I can do this. So for 1 servant, 1 builder, 1 resource, I'll put those back in my supply. I have done the theater, and I get that reward. A white square like that is a reward that you take and you fill it in. So that is going to give me a renown, which I will go ahead and fill in right over here. And now, since I have my theater built and at level 1 on the track, right there, see, I can spend 1 more resource, and I put the year I did it, because I can do 1 performance per year. So you write the year you did it, then you cross out your reward. Now that is the money bag. That means that I get to increase on the traders track by 1. That gives me a servant for my supply. Okay. So we've done that, kind of show you how that works a little bit. And as I go through some of these things, then we'll go faster as we go. Let us see, what else can we do? I am out of resources. I'm going to take 2 of these servants. I'm going to take 1, go here, take the second one, go here. Now that has the hammer, which is production. I'll fill 1 in. So let me do that. Production. Also had a picture of the resources, so I get a resource. So I'm still going. I won't go far on this first turn, but you keep looking to get things that enable you to keep on keeping on. I have 2 builders. I think I'm going to take 1 builder, and I am going to take him to the training grounds. where you can take a builder, and we're going to do it in year 1. I can train him, max 1 per year, and I can send him to the wall. So now he is a soldier. And in spending him, I'm going to place him here and get me a discipline. What else do I want to do? I don't have a lot with which to do it. And see, I want to up my performers so I can do the number 3 theater performance next year, but I also want to get my market going so that way I can build the precincts. But we also need to get cohorts so that way we're defending against picked attacks and make it less likely to take disdain, which is negative victory points. That's the big thing, is getting these up and keeping this down. That is the big bit right there. So let's see. I think all we're going to do is let's just get it done since we're here. We can't build small hotel until we get to 2, and it costs just as much for the medium granary. So if we build this now, we can zip right on by this little divider here and get into the second portion of the fort and the wall and the sippy. So let's just do that right now. You've got 1 servant, a cost of 1 servant, 1 builder, and 1 resource. 1 servant, 1 builder, 1 resource. And go ahead and fill that in. So that is going to let us know that when we get to this dividing line at the end of the first wall section, or fort section, we can zip right on over. And with this final one, let's go ahead and get us a step closer to the traders. So we'll use that citizen to go 1 up on 1 citizen track. And that's it. I have nothing else to spend, so that is the end of the first year, except that we have a picked attack coming in. Now, up here, you're going to see, hopefully, this will stretch far enough. You can see it down here pretty good. It's going to tell you what year it is. It's going to tell you how many valor points are up for grabs. This is going to be, if you're playing medium, this is how many picked attack cards you're going to draw. Normal and hard. And I've been playing it on normal. So that's what we're going to do. And for the first year, as you'll see if you're looking at yours, and maybe make out here, first year, 1 valor point is up for grabs. And no matter what difficulty you're playing, you're only taking 1 picked attack. And now you'll see the arrows that indicate which cohort is attacked. We have 1 unit in the center cohort, so we're hoping for an up arrow. 1 picked is attacking. It goes to the left cohort. So it got through. Only 1 point is up for grabs. For each one that gets through, you take a disdain. So you circle the first disdain circle. Then whatever the difference is between valor points and disdain, say 2 were up for grabs and I got a disdain of 1, that would be a difference of 1. I would shade in 1 on the valor track. However, only 1 point was up for grabs and they got through, so I didn't get anything. That's the end of the first year. Boom. So let's go ahead and get ready for the second year here. Let's move you up out the way. Next fate card. I'm going to start with 1 soldier. I'm going to start with 2 builders. I see 2 servants on that card. And the rest of the game should go a little quicker. And that covered a lot of stuff. Because, you know, I explain stuff as I go. Even though I'm not doing the rules, I explain stuff as I go. So everything from here. Now we do our resources. Now I had an extra production, so now I get 2 instead of just 1 resources at the start of the next year. So that gives us 4. I don't have any hotels filled, so I don't get any citizens. I don't have any workshops built, so I don't get any builders. And I don't have any of these done, so I do not get to exercise filling in something on an attribute track. So one more thing to do, 2 more things to do. First, and this time I may show you how to do this. We'll see, maybe. I don't do it. I could see the need to do it if you were going for a certain thing or if you were playing the solo campaign. But now we'll get to it. Vanguard, completed wall sections or completed citizen tracks with the planner. I generally do better here, so if I get 2 wall guard sections filled up to this dividing line, that'll be 2 points. Planner, I would have to fill 4 entire citizen tracks to do the same thing, and I generally don't do that. So we're going to take the wall guard path, victory point path, and we'll get an extra servant and an extra citizen. That kind of works out. Alrighty. Well, since I was going for the market, let's do that. Let's do a citizen and go up 1 on the market track, which gives me a builder. Do all these things in order so you don't miss something. Do them in order, because you get a big combo going like crazy. There are so many things that you're tweaking and adding, you're going to miss something. Okay, so since we have our market up to 3 with the traders, we are going to, and we're allowed to, build the small precinct right there. And that costs 1 servant and 1 citizen, so we'll take those. And then we circle in, we cross in the white box with our reward. We're going to get a piety, 1 on the piety track, a production, and a resource. Piety, production, resource. Piety, production, resource. Dink. All right. Moving along there. I would somehow like to maybe, well, I want to use the soldier and get another cohort. So let's do that on the wall guard. Let's get another cohort. And we'll place that one on the left cohort. I'd like to get another if I can. We need to increase our fort. We would like to do that, and I can, and build the small hotel. Doesn't give me anything other than in the next turn, but that might be a good thing to have going forward for the rest of the game. Let's just do that and try it. So we'll use 1 builder to fill that in. We'll use another builder to fill that in. Now you are going to see we have done the 2 portion of our fort, which enables us to build the small hotel for a servant, builder, and a resource. So we'll take a servant, builder, and a resource. Okay. We'll fill that in. So next year we're going to be getting, for each one of those, we'll get a citizen, but now we get a citizen right away. That'll go there. Okay. We need to use some of those resources. Can I? Yes. So I'm going to use a resource here going to use another resource there. Okay, that gives me a citizen. I'm going to use one citizen to go up the performers track, and another citizen to go up the performers track again to the 3rd rank, get a servant. And now that I'm at 3, I can do the next theater production for the next year. So we'll put in a 2, and we're going to get a discipline and a soldier. That's actually pretty good. Discipline goes over here, and we get a soldier, a soldat. That was for the cost of a, yes, for a cost of a resource. Do it one thing at a time, you'll forget. Okay, so that leaves us with a few small things we can do. And I can get another cohort. I'm going to use a soldier not for the wall guard, but for the fort itself, which is going to give me another citizen. And then I'm going to spend a resource on the fort wall itself, and that will give me a renowned and another cohort. So renowned. The other cohort I'm going to put on the right. And we have one on each. And we're only drawing 2 attacks, so as long as they don't double up, we'll be fine, and we'll get both of those valor points after the picked attack. Doobie-doo. What do we do now? What do we do now? We could get... Okay, let's get some more production going and stuff. We're going to spend this citizen, go to the priests, get another servant, and we're going to spend 1, 2, 3 servants to go 1, 2, up here to the mining and foresting, 3. Gives me production and a resource. Production. I'm going to have a lot more resources next turn, so that's good. And a resource. And the only way I can spend the resources on the Sippy, right here. Because as you're going, you have to have this filled in before you can follow along on these two. So, like, say, right now, I am all the way up to, let's see, a little closer. On the fort, I am all the way up to this point right here. On the wall, and you're going to see these arrows that indicate what is an equal increment of improvement. The wall, I'm up to here. If I was to use the resource to go here, I'm going past where I am on the fort. I cannot do that. So, and you can't carry anything over into the next round with one small exception. So, I'm going to use the resource on the Sippy right there. That's what I'm going to do. And that's going to be the end of year 2 with the upcoming picked attack. All right, let's do it. I think we are drawing 2 cards. 2 valor points are up for grabs. We have 1 at each cohort, left, center, right. As long as we don't double up anywhere, we will be fine. First is going to be right. Second is going to be center. That's fine. We get both valor points. So I'm going to mark those in here. Now, how I said there was one small exception to carrying stuff into the next round. If in taking valor points on this attribute track you get a soldier, you place a soldier here and it's a worker for your next year. That's the only way you can carry stuff over, is if you earn it after you have spent everything. Year 3. Let's do this. Okay, now we're going to start to branch out and show you some of the other things you can do. This is not going to be a high point scoring game, but I want to show you some of the things you can do. We have 2 soldiers, 2 builders, 1 servant, 1 citizen, 2 resources. Our income is 4 more resources. And 1 citizen. Then we have our 2 cards. Let's flip these over. I want to show you what that is on this turn, I think. Let's flip these over. We got 2 of these to choose from. Large buildings and resource production. We're already going with the resource production pretty good. And the large builders are going to give, large buildings, when the engineer is going to give me a builder and another resource. So let's get builder and a resource. Okay. What you can do is, if you want to use something over here, you can trade with your neighbor with the arrows here and everything. And you can use something off this card, but in doing so, you're going to incur an extra picked attack from the cards that you draw. But we're going to show you how to do that real quick. So we're going to, let's see, first, do I need that for this? No. First, I want to do the theater. I can do the theater. 3, I'm going to get a piety and a servant. So there's a piety and a servant. I'm going to go down here to the patricians track, down here in this portion of the screen. Left sheet, right sheet. Bottom of the right sheet, the bottom row, the patricians. And I'm going to have citizen 1, which gives me a resource, and citizen 2 is going to take me to the second point. And once I have reached the second point, I am able to scout, as you will see here. Scout 2 on the patrician track, which you just saw we are. And in doing so, I can take one of the shapes on the cards and I can put that onto, let's get this where we can see stuff. There we go. I can take one of these shapes, or the shape that I have on my card that I flipped over up there, and I can superimpose it onto this and get those rewards. You also get 1 on the Valor attribute track for each complete row, and there are bonus cards where you get bonus points for each completed column. So we are going to go ahead and show you the scouting, because that's something you can do in the game. We are going to you must spend a soldier. So we're going to spend a soldier to go scouting. We could do mine, which is a Tetris L. None of them are going to give me more than 2. So let's show you how to do the pick thing. Let's just do it. And this is just to denote that we're doing an extra card drawn. I'm going to trade with him. So we're going to scout. And when you fill that in, you get to come over here. So 3 and 1. Let's just fill it in like this. 1, 2, 3. And this up here, that's going to grant me. I could have done it this way and gotten another servant, and I probably should have, but I got 2 more resources that I'm hoping to be able to use by the end of the turn. And that is how you scout. That is also how you scout, and how you can use the other, like the opponent cards, is what that essentially is. You don't have to do that. Generally, I'm playing a game, I just roll through it. I really don't even need the deck out because I never use it. But that is how you do it if you decide to. Okay, next will be, now it's year 1, 2, 3, and I wrote 3, so I know I can't do that. That's fine. I'm going to need to do some stuff. I've got to get to here. So that way I can do this stuff, and I've got the resources to do it. Is there anything else I want to build yet? No. let's get there. Let's go builder. And now I could do a small workshop and get an extra builder back. I think I'm going to do that. It costs 3 resources. 1, 2, 3. Let's do that. So that way I'm going to get a builder right now and a builder at the beginning of each turn. Let's do a second builder to work on the fort. And we will get a citizen as a result. Let's do a third builder to work on the fort, and that will give us a discipline, the blue centurion helmet, which gives me that builder right back. Beautiful combos, free pieces. Alrighty, next we are going to begin to work on the wall. I'm thinking, let me make sure I can't do anything with the traders. I don't know that I can. I've only got 1 citizen. Let's work on the wall. Let's do 1 resource. Get a citizen. So that's 2. Let's just get over to the cohort. 2 more resources is 2 more. Gives me a cohort, which we'll place on the right. Why not? Now you can see I've come all the way to this dividing line and all the way to this dividing line. Now I still can't go here on the wall until I go here on the fort, but since I've built the medium granary, I am able to continue up to this dividing point. Then I have to build the large granary to continue beyond that. I could get another citizen. Let's do that. Let's continue into the second section of the fort. Get another citizen. Now, maybe I can do things. Can I do more things? Ah, yes, I can. As a matter of fact, let's use the builder to go here. Okay. And let's use the soldier to go here and get a citizen. Okay. Then let us use a resource to go here, get a renowned, get another citizen. And let's use another resource on the wall, get another citizen. And now I can go, yes, I can go 1, 2, 3 citizens. 1, 2, 3, and I am going to fill that in, get a resource, and fill that in. And in doing so, that is going to allow me, since I have the medium granary built, and I can do medium-sized buildings. Now it's not going to focus. But since I have the medium granary built, now I can build the medium precinct. It unlocks it, and I'm allowed to do that for one servant and 2 citizens. So we will spend that cost. 1 servant, 2 citizens, and we're going to fill in and get a discipline, a production, and a resource. Discipline, production, resource. Discipline, production, and a resource. Now, where does that leave us? That leaves us able to get more cohorts if I work on the Sippy. Completed wall guard sections. We already have 1 completed wall guard. No, wall guard. That's these guys up here. But we need to get these going. We need to get these going because this is where our points are. Never lose sight of that. The result of increasing along these tracks is where you get your points. The result of the victory points on your path cards is where you get your points. The result of failing to repel picked attacks and taking disdain is where you lose your points. So this is what you essentially need to be focused on the whole game, is getting this as right as possible. Okay. So how do we want to do this? Okay, let's get to it. We need to get the cohorts up. So we have resources. Not a lot. We have 2, and that gets me that. Okay, so we are going to, I want to get to here on the wall, which means I need to get here on the fort, which means I need to take a trip down Market Street with the traders, get myself builder, use the builder, and go right here, work on the wall, resources, 1, fill that in, 2, I get a renown and a cohort. Renown is a point, it's on the track, and a cohort, let's go center. I wish I could get 1 more cohort, but I cannot. I only have 1 resource, which I'm going to have to spend on the Sippy, but that's going to unlock 2 cohorts and a citizen in rapid succession. So it's not a bad thing. So it's not doing anything now, but it's building for future years. Well, let's do that. And same with the foresting and mining. Let's do that. That is the end of year 3, awaiting the incoming picked attack. And 2 valor points are up for grabs on the attribute track. 4 attackers are coming in. The left cohort has 1 unit. Center and right have 2. We need to be able to withstand that and let no disdain through. There's our left. There's our right. 1 got through. Okay, and those 2 are covered. Nothing in the center. So 1 got through, which means it's a disdain. Since we have 2 points available, subtract the disdain, we get 1 valor on the valor attribute track, which grants us a soldier for the next year. And that is the end of year 3. All right, year 4 coming up. Flip fate card. It's going to give us 2 soldiers. No resources. I'm good with that because our resource production is pretty swell right now. 2 builders, 3 servants, 1 citizen, no resources. However, we have resource production of 5. Good thing. Alrighty. And we have a citizen filled in. And we have a workshop filled in, so we get a builder. Nice. Swell. Okay. We need to get that stuff up and running. Next, I want to do the theater. Do I need, yeah, I've got to, shoot. I did the year 3 with a 5. I didn't go up to 5, so I'm going to play those to make that right. See, you got to pay attention to these little details. I needed to be 5 on the performer track in order to do this. It's easy to miss stuff. It really is. I needed to be 5 on the performer track. I was only at 3. I never went up to 5, so that's what I did to fix it. Those of you screaming at me, there are no Klingon subtitles in these videos. Just me fixing crap. Oh, extra picked. Extra picked card. It ain't over yet. It went to the right and another disdain got through. Daggone it. which means I don't have that soldier. Ah, pay attention to the details. All right. Because I traded over here and I took another picked card on the attack. I didn't do it. I should have. Another disdain got through, so I did not get that valor point. Oh, geez. Okay. And for each turn, you would flip these. Oh, shoot. Okay. Pay attention, Dippy-Doo. I get the extra resources for this. This is going to be my mess-up turn. Final disdain ain't looking purty. Complete wall sections. I'm headed for 2. So we're going to do that. And that's going to give us an extra builder and citizen. Sorry. Okay, I've had my hiccup for the game. All right. Back to the brain. I just had to get that out of the way. If I didn't catch that, I probably would have... Yeah, whatever. Okay. All right, back to it. So if I need to get the tracks going. I would like to... That gets me a discipline. That gets me a renown. That gets me a discipline. That gets me a renown. Neither one of them get me anything right now. So I'm not in a huge worry about that. If I get into this, I can get 4 cohorts, 3 citizens, and a discipline. Let's work on that. Okay. Builders. Bob the Builder. Let's get a citizen. We're working on the fort. Let's go another builder, which gets us to building level 6. Let's do one more builder, which gives me a discipline and a cohort. Discipline and a cohort. Let's go on the right and get another discipline, which gets me back that last builder. Free. Glorious free. Okay. And I'm going to get that. If I do that, if I do that. Boom, boom, boomity, boom. Completed wall sections. I need to do that. So let's go ahead and... Oh, do I have a way to get another one? I do if I do that, but then I can't do that. All right. Thinking out loud. I would like to do this and this. So it's going to get me 2 citizens and 3 cohorts. If I pull that off, I have 2 citizens. That's a total of 4. Then I can go here, here, get another resource back, because those will all be used up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No! So I need to do that right now. Okay. So let's get a renown. Renown. And let's get a resource. Well, now I can use them all up, but they'll be gone. That's all right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gives me 3 more cohorts. That's 6 resources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll go ahead and remove them. And then we'll fill those in and reconcile them one at a time. Let's do the wall. 1 resource. 2 resource gives me a citizen. That's where it was. Yep, okay. 3 resource gives me a cohort. We'll put it there. And we'll get another discipline. I may end up showing you how to do something else on the patrician track. Won't have the resources to do it though. That's okay. Then we have 3 more. That goes here. Cohort. Okay, I'm going to do that so that way I can take care of this filled in spot. Let's go on the right. Boink. Let's do that and get another citizen. And then let's do that last resource on the wall. get another cohort, gives me a valor, and now we've filled that in. It's good to go. Okay. So I never mess anything up in my games. No. Alrighty. Boomity, boomity, boomity. Can I? Yes, I can spend 2 of my servants. 1, 2. I can get a production, which is now 6, which is 2 victory points. And I can get a resource. Now, if I could get another resource, I could show you another thing you can do. I could. I don't think I can. 1, 2. Yes, I can. And I'm going to do it just to show you. So 1 citizen gives me a soldier. 2 citizen gives me a renown. Gives me a citizen. 3rd citizen gives me a resource. And now what we are going to do is get a diplomat. And how diplomats work is you need to get to the appropriate level on the patrician's citizen track. Then you spend a servant, soldier, and 2 resources. You get a valor, and you get to select one direction, one cohort, that this can make 2 saves. And I have a feeling we're getting ready to show you how this is going to work. So, perfect. Alrighty. That is on the patrician's track. Right here. So let's do that. We are 1. Easy. No problem. So we're going to spend a builder. Or a servant, rather. A soldier. And 2 resources. And we are going to take a valor. Right there. And since we only have 1 cohort on the left, we are going to select left. Now, you have 3 diplomats you can get over the course of the game, but each diplomat has to serve a different cohort. So once you've selected left, then these would have to go to the center cohort or the right cohort. But these are basically 2 saves, and I only have the 1 unit in this cohort. And then we're going to show you how to mark those saves off. I have a feeling coming up very, very shortly. Let us see. We have 2 builders, 2 of those. Okay, we can get still another cohort, still another point. We can't go into, we can go no further on the fort, the wall, and the city because I have not built the large granary, so I cannot go past this dividing point. So I cannot use anything there. What I can do is train a builder in year 4 and make him a guard. Put him on the wall. He goes there. 1 soldier. Get a discipline. Last soldier. And get a cohort. The wall guard and the foresting mining does not follow the restrictions of the separation here. That is only for the wall and the sippy. As the fort goes, these 2 go. These up here are independent of progression along the fort. So we got another one. Yeah. Put it on the right. Right there. Get another builder. I'm not sure I can do anything with him. I can. Because there's one more thing over here that you might be wondering about. And it is called, and it's expensive, it is called the Forum. Once per year, you can take 2 of any type of worker and exchange it for another. Now, I don't have anywhere else that I'm going to be able to use the builders. They can only be used fort or to help build buildings, but they are required with something else to build the building. So them in and of themselves are useless. It's expensive, but it's not wasteful. So I'm going to take the 2 of them in year 4, max 1 per year, and I am going to take I'm going to take a citizen. And with that citizen, I believe I am going to go down to the patricians. Go up 1 on that track, get another renown, and now it is time for the picked attacks. We have a full cohort over here of 6. We have 3 here. We only have 1 here, but we do have the diplomat, which gives us 2 saves on our left cohort. We are drawing 6 cards. 3 valor points are up for grabs. Let's see if we can. And then the next time, I'm going to try to show you how to get rid of the disdain. And that comes in with the apparatores. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, here we go. Number 1. Oh yeah, we got right as the day is long. And they can all be right and we'd be good. There's our 1 on the left. That's right. Give me another left. I want to show them. There it is. So we're going to block out the 1 dashed circle. So that's 1 save out of the way. And we used both of them. We needed that. No extra disdain. And we're getting 3 valor points. 1. That's points at the end of the game. 2 gives us a soldier to carry over into the 5th year. 3. Okay, and you can see it ramps up. Hopefully it'll ramp up enough. Last night I played a game and I scored 66 points. That's the most I've scored. And the solo campaigns that somebody created that's available for download from BGG, I'll put the link for that in the description as well. Every goal for each fort that you build is 70 points plus something else. I can't get 70 points yet. I'm working on it. Easy game to learn, difficult game to master. That being said, year 5. So we're going to get this. 2 soldiers to go with our 1. Hey Steve, what's up? 1 builder, 2 servants, 1 citizen, 2 resources. We're going to not worry about these anymore. I showed you kind of how to use them and what they're for. So we'll just get those out of the way. And this. Okay, so this is year 5. Our resources that we get 6 of them stone looking things. So they're called resources, so I call them resources. We get 1 citizen. We get 1 builder. And completed cohorts. I have 1, I may get 2. Merchant collected goods. I didn't show you collected goods up here. I'm not going to worry about that. So let's take fighter, and I'm going to get at least a point for that. And then we also get an additional citizen and an additional resource. Okay, I said I was going to show you how to get rid of disdain. That's coming up right now. Over here on the apparatores, you go up the track. Then when you get to number 3, you build the baths. Once you've built the baths, then you spend max 2 bribes per year, 2 stones, you write the year, and then you're going to come over here to your disdain and you're going to fill those in so they don't count as negative points at the end. And we're going to do that right now. Let's see. How's about citizens? 1 gets me a builder. 2 increases. Ah, see something else I'm going to have to do. 3 gets me there. I need to do large granary also so I can get another citizen. So that way I can do 2 of those. Okay. I do that first. Yes, okay, that works. I do that first. So let's build a large granary, which is 5, and I've passed that. I've surpassed that. So it's citizen, servant, builder, and 2 resources. Servant, builder, 2 resources. We're going to build the large granary. So that is built, and we get renown. Right there. Then we're going to use a soldier and go here. Then we're going to use a resource, go here. Get renown. Get myself another citizen. With that citizen, we're going to go up the apparatores to rank 4, which gets us a discipline. And now we're going to build the baths. So I need another servant. Scheisse. Okay, so soldier goes here and gets me a citizen. Stone goes here and gets me a citizen. 2 citizens get me up here to another servant. Now I have 2 servants, 1 builder, 2 resources. 2 servants, 1 builder, 2 resources. And I still have resources left over. This is built, the baths. And I get a renown. Now, I'm going to spend 1 resource as bribe in year 5. And I'm going to fill in one of these. That's how it works, but you got to get to it. You can see there's a lot of planning to this game. And I don't think I've missed anything other than that one little snafu foo bar earlier with the performers. I want to do another one, which requires that I be at apparatores rank 4, which I am. I spent the resource. Also year 5, max 2 bribes per year. And I'm going to reduce another one. So that means instead of being negative 5 points, I am now only negative 1. Spent a lot doing that though. A lot. Okay. Man. Alright. Dink, dink, dink. Okay. Let's go builder. Right there. Let's go soldier. Right there. We've got him. Let's go renown. Right there. Let's go citizen. Right there. Renown. Get the citizen back for free. Extra point, extra citizen. And let's get ourselves, what do we need? A soldier gets me here or here. Same with a builder. That gets me there. There's no way to get a resource. Where do I want to be? Do I have completed? No, I don't have that. That doesn't help me. Completed cohorts. Wall sections, I have 2. Resource production is 6. It's 2 points. Wall guard sections, only 1. I'm generally a lot higher than that. I haven't constructed any landmarks because I haven't gotten to 15 on any of my attribute tracks yet. Hopefully that's coming up. What gets me discipline? Anything get me discipline? Not quickly. Patricians. Let's get a soldier. And the soldier is going to put me right there. Let's do that. Okay, boom, done with it. Alrighty, we have 8 picked attack cards. And I am sitting at 3 Valor points up for grabs. Only 1 unit in the left cohort still. Alright, and they got taken up already. Center, we don't need to go left anymore. Right. Center, that's 2 out of 3. Give me rights. That is filled up. I need all rights. I didn't get them. That's 1 gets through, 2 gets through, 3 gets through. I lost them all. 3 disdain. Well, that's okay. You're seeing how all this stuff works. And that's totally fine. I'm good with that. Final year coming up right now. We start with 2 soldiers. We start with 2 builders. We start with 2 servants. We start with 1. We start with 1. That was kind of an educational round because I didn't improve my cohorts much at all. Really, I didn't. Completed cohorts. I need to do that. Okay, so yeah, we need to ramp that up. Here we have 6 resources. So we'll get those over here. We have 1 citizen. We have 1 builder. Alrighty, what are we going to do?
What are we going to do, Billy? Me?
We are going to use a soldier and go here to get another citizen. We are going to use a builder and wrap up the fort. Get a discipline and a cohort. There's a discipline. Cohort is going on the left. We are going to use... let's do a theater performance. Year 6 gives me a discipline and a paratorus. So a discipline and a builder. So a discipline gives me another builder. Ooh, can I get to those? Maybe. 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom. Another soldier? No? Real? Perf. Oh, no. Okay. Need 2 for each of those. Well, we can do this and this, which gives us nothing. Then it gives us renowned and cohort. Renowned. That disdain's going to kill us. And cohort. Let's put it there and get a discipline. All of them and do that. I can't use them anymore. Well, no, because I'm using 2 of them. Okay, so we need to train one of these. Let's get that out of the way. And put him on the wall. Yeah, let's put soldier dude on the wall. Get another discipline. Let's go 3 citizens. Discipline, soldier, discipline. So there's soldier. Discipline gives me another builder. Okay. See how we kind of roll through this. Can I get 2 renown? I And yes, I can do. It takes away that though. Crap. That might have hit it right there. Let's build the discipline monument because I've reached 15. So that's going to be the statue. And that requires... Yes, I just got it. Cool. Awesome. 1 builder. 2 resources. Gives me 2 renown. 1, 2. Gets me a builder. I can build the renown landmark, which is the archway, for 1 builder and 2 resources, which gives me 2 more discipline. I did the wrong one. 2 more valor. Boom. Gives me a soldier. Can I get another discipline easily-ish? I've already trained. I've got 2 soldiers left. I can get another cohort. Right there. We'll put that one on the left. What else can we do here? What else can we do here, peoples? Peoples. I don't think I can do anything else with the builders at all. I can trade them in. Okay, let's do that. It's expensive, but they're not going to go to waste. 6, we'll trade them in for a soldier. We'll spend a soldier and go here. We'll spend the other soldier and we will go here. A discipline gives me another renown, another points. I can get another renown with him. Yeah, at this point it's trying to get as many points on here as possible because there's not a whole lot left to do. There really isn't. Now. Oh, shoot. I never did this. Guys, you're supposed to remind me of this. Klingon subtitles be damned. Scout columns. I didn't have any anyway, but I like the resources of the builder and the resource. That's what I would have done. Because now I would take another soldier so I could use him to get the cohort. That's kind of meta. I would have done that. So that's what I'm going to stick with. Daggone it. Oh, I forgot to do that. Sorry. Well, I can get... Okay, yeah, now this kind of works, actually. 1 servant, 2 servant, red servant, blue servant gets me production and resource. And I've got 2 resources left with which I can go cohort. This does not need to follow this, only this. So I can skip ahead here. I'm just not able to go this ahead of where I am. Damn, missed the wall section. I wouldn't have had enough to do it regardless. Oh no. Disregard that. Disregard that. I don't want to do that. Nope. I want to spend it here. I want to get the traveler. I want to spend the traveler to go here. Yeah, I'm going to redo that. Get another resource and go here. Final resource, go there. Get the cohort, which now that's fine. But I got all 3 wall sections cleared. It's in the victory point. Okay, boom. That is it. Final. The eve of the final battle. 4 valor points up for grabs. 10 picked cards. And my cohorts are filled out pretty well. 4, 3, filled at 6. Here we go. Left, Not so weak as it was before. Right. Bring it on, Charlie. Left. We're covered. Center. Covered. Right. Covered. Center. Covered. Center. Covered. That's all the center. 3, 3. We have 2 more to go here and 4 more to go there. So keep them off center, guys. Left. We've got 1 more on the left. We need a right and no center. Damn. 1 got through. More negative points. We get 3 on the Valor, and it's time to count up final points. All righty. Time to count up final points. Think. So let's do just that. Pure. How about, so that way everyone can see it really well. Yeah, we'll do that. I can adjust the way my pen goes. Cool. Alrighty. And let's get our path cards ready. So this is how you tally your final score, boys and girls. We have 16 on the Renown track, 2 on the Piety track. Never was much for Piety. 13 on the Valor track, 17 on the Discipline track. Now our path cards. Completed scout columns. I did not complete any scout columns, so no points for that. Next is completed cohorts. I did complete that cohort on the right, so that is going to be 1 point. Next is completed wall sections, and as you can see, all the way across on the wall sections filled in, so that is 3 victory points. Constructed landmarks, archway, statue, that is 2 points. Vanguard, completed wall guard sections, almost completed a second one up there. You can see at the top, but that last one before the division was incomplete, so there's only 1. So that is going to be 1 victory point. And then resource production. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 2 victory points. So our path cards yield us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then our final disdain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is minus 9. Wiped them out. 10, 20, 30, 48 is all we got. But that's okay. Showed you how to play the game. And my personal little thought on this is correcting the camera position so you can see my beautiful face. There we go. Got it. Yay. A little more. Woo! Alrighty. I really enjoy this game. It's the 7th time I've played it. I've had it in about a week. And it's fun. It's getting out. I've gotten to the point where I can play it in about 35-40 minutes solo. It doesn't have a lot of setup. It doesn't have a lot of breakdown. It doesn't take long. It's a really good, let's blast a game out. Maybe 2. Hadrian's Wall, definitely worth checking out. So SILVERFEARS, IDJESTER, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Anybody else watching, thank you for watching. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so that way you'll know whenever I upload content. Click the little dinger bell thingy, so that way you'll also know whenever I upload content. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, look down in the doobly-doo. And I'm going to put the link in the description for Rodney Smith's rules video and also for the download for the campaign from Board Game Geek. Great little game. I love it. It's not epic. It's not, the world has ended because perfection has been attained. But it plays really well. I really do like it, and I really enjoy it, and I hope that this helps you to decide whether or not it is for you. And if it is, have fun, man, because it's a good little game. Guys, this is Chris, the Lower Slower Board Gamer. Have a happy Easter weekend, and keep on rolling, guys.